What's up? We've got several stimulus check programs that are opening up where you can apply today. Now, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest on what's happening with stimulus checks. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, a lot of people are waiting for that fourth federal level stimulus check of $2,000. And we're hearing that if that's going to be coming, it's likely going to be coming here very soon as we approach these midterm elections. And that's going to be on a federal level for everybody in the nation, like we saw with the previous 3 stimulus checks. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date on that. But while we're waiting for that, states, cities, and counties, they're getting tired of waiting as well, and they're sending out provisions to their people. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you know that I'm assembling a comprehensive list of all the checks across the nation. And you guys, yesterday I added 10 new programs. I'm gonna have to cut it off here very soon because there's just so many of them. I'm never gonna get this out if I try to get them all. And some of them have already expired. So I think we're just gonna have to cut it off here very soon. I'm gonna have to release it, and then we're gonna need to continually update it, because just yesterday alone, I added ones for the states of Louisiana, Indiana, California, Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, and Washington. Programs I found last night added to the list. So you guys, if you haven't already and you want to get access to that comprehensive list of all the checks, add your email to the wait list at www.reliefroadmap.com. Going to be releasing that here very soon, making sure you have access to everything so you don't miss out on anything, because a lot of these checks that are available, in many cases, like you're going to see here in a second, you got to apply, you got to be eligible, you got to know about it, and it's only available for a limited amount of time. And if you miss it, you miss out on the money. It just goes back to the federal government. And that's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. There's so many people that are hurting right now. Why don't they just make it available and you can just receive it, make it well known? It's absolutely, it's a shame in my opinion to have so many people hurting that are relying on these representatives to help the people, and they just don't do it. And it's just, from what I'm seeing, it's just absolutely, it's a shame. That's I don't know how else to put it. I have come across literally billions of dollars over the past couple months. I've been putting this together, staying up late nights, only sleeping a couple hours every night, and I'm finding billions and billions. That's literally going back. And on a federal level too, a lot of you that follow me here on the channel know there's over $800 billion just sitting there left over from previous stimulus packages on a federal level. That could send out 2 $1,400 stimulus checks. One check of $2,800 to everybody in the nation. Yet, there is no action and there is no awareness to this, and it's just a shame. And then we have people that are saying there's nothing happening, and there's so much money just sitting there. And it's really a shame, you guys, but we will see. As I mentioned, there's still a possibility of hope as we're approaching these midterm elections. We've also heard Democrats vocalize there's going to be more coming in 2023, as members of the Progressive Caucus, Bernie Sanders, Pramila Jayapal, are saying that they are very unhappy with the Inflation Reduction Act bill, saying that it falls far short of what needs to be done to help out the American people. Now, if you missed the latest on that, check out my previous video as I let you know what President Joe Biden had to say about it, how he said that this is helping, they're going to get the economy back on track, and they're making a lot of progress, and they're saying they're confident that Democrats are going to maintain control in these midterm elections. And also, you guys, if you missed it, check out the video where things erupted in the House of Representatives. There was mics being cut off, people fighting and shouting back and forth at the passage of this bill, which we're hearing Democrats in general are happy about, Republicans are furious about. They're saying it's going to increase inflation, and progressives are saying it's not enough. We need to keep the promises to the American people that we made over a year ago on stimulus checks, child tax credits, free college tuition, free child care, Social Security increases, all of these of which have been excluded from the passage of this bill. But you guys, like I mentioned, I've got some stimulus check programs to get you caught up on, one of which is going to be up to $6,000, another that is being implemented in one city, and we're hearing there's 5 others to follow. So, stimulus check updates. Let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. Now, before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Just takes a second. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free content coming on that channel to help you navigate these turbulent economic waters, teach you how to invest in real estate, stocks, cryptos, start a business, how to deal with a recession, inflation, everything that's going on right now. I hope that that is a blessing to you as well. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles, get you caught up on a couple different stimulus check programs coming out right now where you can get money. Make sure you get it so you don't miss out. All right, so first up, link in the description below and links to all of these articles down below. Want to make sure that you get access to everything. And the first one is for direct one-time refund checks worth up to $1,500 that are being sent out right now. And this one just came out over the weekend, and this is for Colorado. Colorado taxpayers can expect to receive their one-time refund payments before the end of August, according to the state's treasurer. Every Colorado resident who filed their taxes before June 30th is expected to receive a refund check of $750 for individual filers and $1,500 for joint filers due to the provisions in the state's tax bill of rights. Now, although some residents voiced concern that they hadn't received their checks yet, Colorado Treasurer Dave Young assured people that the money is on the way but may be slow due to limits on how many checks the state can print each day. I think they're printing about 250,000 a day, they said. So when you think about the number of checks going out, people will have to be patient, but the goal is to get them out by the end of August. So that is going out right now, and they're saying if you haven't gotten it yet, don't worry, it's on its way. Now, this is an example of a surplus of budget for the state that's going out, and they're taking it and sending it to the people. Now, this is also going to be happening in California, where there's, get this, $300 billion of surplus for the state. Now, just to give you an idea of how much that is, there was $400 billion that went out for the third stimulus check to everybody in the nation. That's how much money is just in the state of California alone. Now, we received word that Texas has a surplus of $27 billion. Florida had an excess surplus. That's why they're sending out those child tax credits. And that's why a lot of these are coming up, because the states have so much money they can't figure out what to do with it. And we're seeing state stimulus checks coming out with the surplus funds for the state. Now, also, you guys, take a look at this. Here's another one. This is federal, and they're starting to send these out to different cities, different locations. Federal Emergency Stimulus Check. This program offers up to $1,800 in assistance. Now, you're going to have to apply for this one. Link in the description below. Federal stimulus money may not be coming directly at this time, but Americans can still use some indirect benefits that the federal government is offering to offset at least some of the impacts of rising prices. Residents of Washington, D.C., for instance, they can use a federal program to cover up to $1,800 of their energy costs. This federal energy stimulus is a part of the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program known as the LIHEAP. And as I mentioned, there's a couple of different places where you can get this benefit. Now, under the LIHEAP program, eligible Washington, D.C. residents can qualify for monetary assistance between $250 and $1,800 to pay for their heating, cooling, and energy costs. So this is not a no strings attached stimulus check per se, but it is a benefit. It has to go towards your energy expenses. As per the District of Columbia Department of Energy, the amount of assistance that households will get depends on the size of their household, the type of dwelling, the heating source, as well as the total household income. The LIHEAP program offers two types of assistance, regular and emergency. The program offers regular energy assistance only once a year from October 1st to September 30th, while emergency assistance is available if residents' electricity or gas has been disconnected or they are out of home heating oil. Now, to qualify for assistance for the fiscal year of October 1st, 2021 through September 30th of 2022, the maximum annual income of the household of one is going to be $42,920. For a household of two, the income must be $56,126. For a household of three, $69,332. For a household of four, $82,538. For a household of five, $95,744. Six is going to be $108,950. Seven is going to be $111,426. And for a household of eight, the income must not exceed $113,902. So some very specific income eligibility requirements there. And it says to claim the federal energy stimulus for Washington, D.C., residents need to fill out an application. And so, as I mentioned, information linked down below so that way you can access that, and you can see here they show you how to apply. They give you hyperlinks. So if you're eligible for that in Washington, D.C., go ahead and check that out, and that's LIHEAP. And as I mentioned, there's a couple of different places that have that available. Now, also, free $6,000 debit cards are going to be handed out to Americans. Link in the description below. Take a look at this. You can start applying for direct payments in just 48 hours. This came out 2 days ago, so that means you can apply for this today. And it says some Americans are eligible for free debit cards worth $6,000 through a guaranteed income program, and they can start applying for direct payments in 48 hours. Northwestern University has partnered with the city of Evanston, Illinois, to launch a pilot program for guaranteed income. So this is in Evanston, Illinois. According to the guidelines of the initiative, all participants will receive a $500 preloaded debit card once a month for a year. So $500 reoccurring every single month. There will also be be no restrictions of what the card can be used for. Applications are being accepted from August 15th, that's today, through August 29th. So get in early, apply right away, and it can be found at the Evanston City website for applications. Participants must reside in Evanston within a household where the combined income is at or below 250% of the federal poverty line, while also fitting into one of the following groups below: adults ages 18 to 24, adults 62 years of age or older, or undocumented community members. So this is for youth, for the elderly, or undocumented individuals in the community. And you guys, here's the city website. I want to share as much as I can so you can see what it looks like. Go to the right place. Guaranteed income program for the city of Evanston. You're going to click on the link. There are the eligibility income requirements, and also saying you got to be a youth, elderly, or undocumented. And as you go down, you have a button there. You can go ahead and start it. It says it's going to take you about an hour to apply. So there you have it, you guys. There are a couple of programs that are coming out right now where you can apply, you can get money. And as I mentioned, I added 10 more to the list last night. Going to have that ready for you here very soon. And this is going to be something that's going to need to be continually updated because application phases are opening, checks are being sent, other ones are ending. And I want to make sure that we continue to keep the viewing community here up to speed and in awareness of everything that's going on. Want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do this website to keep this an ongoing thing for you guys so you don't miss out. And I will be sure too, if there's states, because there's a couple of them where I haven't found anything. If that's the case, I'm going to let you know because I don't want you to waste your time trying to access this if it's not going to be of help. I want this to be of the utmost help to everybody that accesses this. There have been hours and hours, and I've been pouring money into this, and I want to make sure that it is the most beneficial that it can be. So I will make sure that you know everything involved with this as soon as we get it out here, you guys. So, but with that being said, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for making it this far. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me to learn about growing wealth and personal finance? And if you haven't already, add your email to the waitlist at www.reliefroadmap.com. We are approaching 8,000 people that have signed up for this, you guys. I'm going to make sure that you get access to this so you don't miss out on anything. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hope that you had a blessed weekend. Let's hit this week off good, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless.